I'm Chung Win with Notebooks.com, and today we're at Nokia taking a look at the new Nokia Lumia series. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the devices you have on hand?
Sure. My name is John Lockney, and I work here in the Sunnyvale office for Nokia as a product manager. So I'm going to be showing you two devices, the Nokia Lumia 800 and Nokia Lumia 710. We also have a number of accessories which we can also do some demonstrations of if you want to see those as well.
Great.
Okay, so first off, we have the Nokia Lumia 800. This is running Microsoft Windows Phone 7.5, I guess is the official nomenclature of the Mango release. So if you notice, this is basically a device which we're focusing very much on design, something for people who really love design, who are social, who are fun, and looking for just an amazingly designed device. You'll notice that this is made out of a single piece of polycarbonate plastic. That means there's no lines, no seams, no gaps. It's essentially built from a solid piece of polycarbonate plastic and then built with the hardware and then the display on top. So there's no seams, no rough edges. The bottom speaker grill is down here. We have the 8 megapixel Carl Zeiss lens with autofocus and dual LED flash, and then obviously power button, volume, and camera button.
So there's a dedicated shutter button?
There is, and it's a multi-stage camera button for autofocus.
Great, I was just about to ask you that.
So with the Windows Phone, you can obviously customize the lock screen. So right now I have a picture of from Yosemite and that I took myself with this phone. And then
is the glass curved?
Yes. So when you look at the display, the glass is slightly curved. The covering glass is Gorilla Glass, and at the time of manufacturing the display, we manufacture the display and the OLED display at the same time. So there's no air gap, so that when you look at it, you'll notice that the back of the black screen is very black. You can't really distinguish it that much from the frame around it. So you have this deep, rich black. Black is black. We also have the Nokia Clear black display, which helps to give that very accurate rendition of black, as well as make it very, very visible in direct sunlight, so that the display doesn't wash out.
Great.
And then the display is slightly curved at the edges, which really gives a really great tactile feel when you're using some of the gestures in Windows Phone. It's just smooth. There's no rough edges. It feels really nice and pleasurable to touch and to use the phone.
Great.
So we have the standard Mango software on here from Windows Phone. So we have live tiles, so you can see what's happening with your contacts, your mail, pictures, if you have software updates, and other information. So they're always live, always showing, so you basically get at a glance all of the information. You just simply go to the side, and then you have your apps. So all the standard apps, support for Microsoft Office, Exchange, Office 360, SkyDrive, IE9 for browsing, also Xbox, and so on. So those are all the things that come on with the device. We also support several Nokia applications which are exclusive for Nokia devices. So we have Drive. So Nokia Drive gives you free turn-by-turn navigation directions with voice assist. You can download the maps to your device, for example over Wi-Fi, and when you do that, you don't incur any data charges really for using navigation, because all the maps are resident on the device. And you can download whatever maps you want, state by state, country by country, and all of that's free for the life of the device.
This would be similar to OV Maps, which are rebranded as Nokia Maps
Exactly.
on Symbian, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have that, and then also that was the Drive, and then we also have the Nokia Maps, which basically gives you a full mapping solution, so you can see points of interest, It'll go and fetch. You can see what's around you. There's a connection so you can see if there's ratings, connection to the phone number for the address, etc. So that then you can very easily figure out where to go out for lunch or what to do.
So is this in addition to Bing Maps, or is
Yes,
this
it's
a
an addition.
replacement? Okay, so
We're currently working with Microsoft because Microsoft and Nokia are working on a mapping solution jointly together. So over time, you will see those starting to merge.
great.
And right here, you can see what's nearby, restaurants and hotels, etc. And if you select one, you'll get information about them. And with this does differ slightly if people are familiar with maps on Symbian, because we support this sort of panorama view, which is intrinsic to the Windows Phone experience. So you can see photos, reviews, guides, and a list of what's nearby.
Awesome.
A couple of other things which are interesting about the device, again, focusing on the design again. Right here is the charging and data port, so micro USB, fairly standard. We put a cover on that to again, accentuate the sort of seamless design of the device. And then the SIM card simply slides over and pops up.
So this is a hot swappable SIM then? You don't have to turn off your device if you're swapping out SIM cards?
I would have to check on that. I believe it is, but I actually haven't really tried myself.
Is the classic Nokia charger the small
It,
pinhole?
no, it's the micro USB. So basically, you're seeing around the world that there's standards going towards micro USB. EU has adopted that as the sort of official standard for charging interfaces. Most manufacturers now have subscribed to that, so you can charge it with any micro USB or a micro USB cable with your PC over USB or through other mechanisms like that.
And then we're seeing this in a cyan blue. What colors would be available for the device?
So we're currently having cyan blue, we're having magenta, and we're having black to begin with.
And this will be launching initially in Europe, 6 countries in Europe.
Exactly. And then further countries to be notified closer to launch after that.
And then the US was announced at Nokia World for
We
early
announced we will have
2012.
Windows phones available in the US early first quarter 2012. And we're making final arrangements with carriers and technology choices as well.
Great. And that's the Nokia Lumia 800.
Yes.
And then we have a second device, right?
Yes.
To complement the series.
The second device, this is the Nokia Lumia 710. You'll notice this is a little bit more budget conscious. This features, instead of the Active Matrix OLED display, this is a simple LCD display. But we also have the Nokia Clear Black display, which allows really good visibility in direct sunlight. It comes with the same basic software. This will have the Nokia Maps, Nokia Drive. We also announced Nokia Music with Radio Mix, which will give you unlimited music streaming for free for the life of the device. We also have some exclusives with ESPN for an ESPN Sports Hub, which will be exclusive to Nokia devices as well.
Is that a front-facing camera on the... Is
No.
this the 710?
Currently, Mango doesn't support front-facing cameras out of the box, so that is a proximity sensor and a light sensor to adjust the display based upon the ambient light.
Okay. Can you go over the hardware of this phone
Sure.
compared to the other one?
So we basically support major 3G bands and GSM bands. So those are similar. The Lumia 800 has a 16 gigabyte mass memory. This has an 8 gigabyte mass memory. Both devices, though, support, you get 25 gigabytes of SkyDrive with it, so you have 25 gigabytes of cloud storage for free with the devices.
So you don't need to get a separate memory card.
Exactly. This has a 5 megapixel camera, while the Lumia 800 has a 8 megapixel autofocus Carl Zeiss. So this is a little bit more simple and straightforward. The design is obviously a little bit different. It does have changeable back covers, so that this phone has two body covers. One is black, or excuse me, sorry, getting tongue-tied. Two body colors. One is black, the other is white, and each device will ship with the same color back cover with one additional back cover color: cyan, magenta, green, yellow, and black and white.
So it's very customizable.
Exactly.
And then I also noticed on the bottom here we have hardware navigation buttons versus the capacitive buttons.
Right.
Okay. And are the screen sizes the same on both devices?
Yes, they're both 3.7.
And then you mentioned the clear black display. Is that the seamless Gorilla Glass attachment to the LCD or OLED panel, or how would you define it?
Our clear black display is a polarizing lens technology which helps filter out direct sunlight. So you know how with many LCD phones or AMOLED phones, when you take them out into direct sunlight, the colors get washed out and they can get very unreadable. These have a polarizing filter on top of them, which helps to make the display more legible under direct sunlight.
I know before the phones were announced at Nokia World, there were rumors that Nokia would be using the Nokia Pure font for the Windows Phone UI. Is that shown here, or is that the standard Windows Phone?
We're working still with Microsoft on that, obviously. You know, as you know, Nokia and Microsoft announced the partnership, the intention to form the partnership on February 11th, which we finalized in March of 2011. So these are our first products. So they're not going to be as fully featured functioning as what you will see coming after this as well. We have a number of things coming still.
So early November for the higher end Nokia Lumia 800, and then the Nokia Lumia 710 will be coming when?
I believe later this year still. We're still shipping it this year. Initial focus is Russia, Southeast Asia, but you'll see it in many other markets as well.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.